Alright everyone, it's not Pig, it's DNS of course. Today I want to come up with some new kind of video, which is going to be game of the week. So basically every week I'm going to try to pick one game that I found not only entertaining but interesting as well from a Protoss point of view, most likely. So the game that I've picked today is Showtime against Morrow, which I believe was played in the Pig tournament, right? That was played just a few days ago, basically. So this game was very interesting from an analytical perspective because we had some very difficult strategies to defend that Morrow decided to play. Not gonna spoil, even though, well, I guess the, the thumbnail spoiled a little bit, but we're gonna have a look at how Showtime decides to play, how he reacts to it, and yeah, let's delve into it. So basically we have Showtime bottom left and Morrow top right, and this is a pretty classic 2-gas opener from our Korean Terran player. This will allow the Terran to basically get a quicker factory and put on some pressure with Hellions and Reapers, or maybe get a quick Cyclone, get a Cyclone drop with 4 Marines like Cure likes to play. Some players even opt for 1 base all-ins altogether. So Showtime does a very interesting thing, which is 19 Nexus. As you notice, if we look at Showtime's perspective, there was no scout whatsoever. So we decided to get a quicker Nexus at 19 as opposed to 20 as you usually do. 19 core as well. So you have a little bit more money. It's a bit more of an economical opener, but you're sacrificing the scouting for this. So why is he opting for that? Well, Proxy Reaper is not as good on this map because of the little wall. You can wall with just a single core, and then if you decide to make the tech, you can make it all the way here. Impossible to spot for the Reaper, anything like that. So Proxy Reaper, not so good. And you have Proxy Marauder, but I mean, very scoutable on this map. So I really like Showtime's opener in this map. And we chrono boost a Stalker first. Why do you do that? Well, because Stalkers build 3 seconds faster than Adepts, 27 seconds as opposed to 30. So when you go Nexus before core, you would rather get the quick Stalkers, you don't get bothered by the Reaper. And because you're not playing core first, your units are a bit delayed as well, which means you're not realistically going to be able to put some pressure with a pair of Adepts. So just go for the Stalker, and it shoots up anyway, which Adepts don't. Blind Battery at this time to help defend potential Reapers and Hellions. This battery is very well placed. With this location you can protect all the probes over here, but you're also in range of your units that are at the front. So I really like this battery positioning. We recharge the sentry right off the bat, so we have the possibility to actually scout, because of course Showtime doesn't see anything as of now, so you really want to know what's going on. There you go, he sees the CC that's a little bit late, so by now you should know already it's 2-gas. And then you know, okay, you see, what do you see? You see Starport and Widowmine being made, no tech lab, no add-on whatsoever, so you basically know it's a Widowmine drop. What is Showtime going to do as a reaction? He's going to do something that I love. He's going to send some Stalkers on the map and try to intercept the medevac, right? That is going to be inbound. Here we have another Stalker here as well, gonna find the Reaper, but you're looking for the medevac. So you're trying to anticipate what is going to be the trajectory of the medevac. This is why Showtime is leaving units in a little bit of all the directions, and yeah, the direct trajectory is over here, so Showtime is going to find the medevac. Yeah, I gotta be super careful not to get... be careful with the Widowmine. Ooh, that was very close actually. So the medevac is very well damaged, so very well done by Showtime, actually, very interesting, and it's still going to leave some units over here to try to intercept the medevac if it tries to actually go for it, but that would be a little bit dangerous. So scout number 2 by Showtime wants to confirm what the follow-up is. Is the follow-up some 1-1-1 timing attack with tanks or something like that? Pretty unlikely after what Morrow's decided to play. So you just want to check whether Morrow's added 2 extra racks, which it did, or if he made a 3rd CC. Here he knows the Raven is inbound, and just impact and so on. Fairly standard by Morrow thus far. So Showtime is going for a pure gateway style, right? No 4th gas, I should say, which means we won't go for neither Robotics Bay or Templar Archive, we're just playing pure gateway units. So a bit weaker to SCV pulls, of course, but more economical, you have more options. I like this style quite a bit. It's favored by the majority of Protoss players. So let's see how it goes. We have +1 attack being research, of course, chrono boosting it. We don't really need to chrono boost charge, you know, it's an upgrade that finishes pretty rapidly. I see a lot of people chrono boost this upgrade, but it's pretty useless most of the time, unless you're doing timing attack specifically. We have a little medevac that's been repaired just a little bit. We're gonna try to do some damage, and then we have a little Raven. Nice target fire on the probes. We're gonna be able to pull away and only lose one. And you see Showtime setup is very, very cool. 2 stalkers here to defend, 3 stalkers over here to help defend the medevac, and we have an observer at the front which sees the move out actually. So yeah, Showtime's moving the observer, so he knows for sure. We're getting a bunch of sentries. This area is very force fieldable, so you really want to get 3 sentries, maybe even more in certain scenarios. And there you have it. Does Showtime see it? It sees it in the minimap, yeah, it does know. So Maru is for real. Maru is really for real. You want to get prepared. We have 1 extra sentry being walked in for force fields, of course. Energy recharge is on cooldown, which means Showtime used it. You have to be very clean on the force fields if you want to be able to defend that. We have 2 very good force fields, and one last... Oh, that's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame because what Showtime wanted to do was to actually kill the units here, not just trap them. So Showtime bought a little bit of time. We have some Widow Mines gonna burrow right to a doorstep. Maru decides to actually go on the left side. Nice blink away to save most of the stalkers. We're gonna lose 1 here, but at least we can get rid of all the Widow Mines. Guardian Shield is absolutely mandatory to help protect all of the units, +1 armor on every single unit. We try to retreat towards the batteries. We have quite a bit of stalkers left. We try to blink micro as much as we can, but there's still a lot of bio available. Probes are being pulled to try to help tank just a little bit. Nice target fire on the Zelts by Maru. Showtime is just running out of units. The units don't seem to die. Showtime's just gonna go away towards the right. We snipe 1 stalker, 2. This 3rd one barely escapes. Showtime's trying to repower most of his buildings in the natural, get some stalkers. The Marines and Mars are becoming a little bit bruised, but they're still going strong. Showtime is pulling yet another round of probes to try to defend. Some units are being cornered on the right, and I think this should be a hold by Showtime. Barely. A very expensive hold, but a hold nonetheless. We're gonna blink on top of a medevac and get 1 of them. We kill 1 more Marine, try to chase a little bit to reduce the size of this army. But maybe a little bit aggressive of a blink. Oh, nice pickup microbe on the Marauder, but nice target fire as well by Showtime, actually snipes the medevac. So basically now, as Showtime, we're in a position where we're kind of broke. We know we killed a lot of SCVs, but we lost a lot of probes ourselves. So I like chrono boosting probes despite being under pressure. It's very easy to fall into the trap of I want to survive, but if you do want to survive and all into units, you won't be able to survive in the long term because of the lack of economy. So I really like the decision of Showtime to make more probes. So this is really what you have to do, especially if you play gateway style. It's not units that are super cost efficient, unless you're in a low eco game, of course, and you can pick off units over and over again. But I really like the idea of making probes. Don't fall into the trap of just trying to survive. You actually want to have a future into this game, and to have a future, you need economy. So Showtime is utilizing his stalkers because, well, doesn't have much left to do anyway. If you can just pick off a unit for free, you will gladly take it, especially in a game where both players are playing on a pretty low eco. Once again, we're going back to sentries, boosting them because force fields are still going to be amazing. And we try to pick off a Marine. We fail at doing so, but it was very close. Not the biggest deal in the world. And we're making probes very rapidly again. So nice snipe on... Oh, actually missed the observer. Some nice pair of force fields. Maybe we could blink on the medevac. No, we're not blinking, and there's still Widow Mines behind it. It would be a bit risky to blink on top of the medevac, especially if it's full HP. How many stalkers do we have? I don't even know if... That would probably not be enough to one-shot anyway. This is probably one of these guys that would not be in range anyway. Trying to maybe snipe a Widow Mine over here. You really want to use your stalkers as much as possible. Never leave them idle, always use them as much as you can. Very good move by Maru to actually get rid of the observers, right? That's -1 mule, that's true, but we have the train number 2 coming in. This is not Deutsche Bahn, right? This train is going to be on time. It's not going to be cancelled. And Maru is going for round number 2. Once again, Showtime is going to try to kill maybe one Marauder. Not the best to pick off, but we do our best. Once again, we want some great force fields here. Showtime now knows for sure what's going on. He has a beautiful concave, not that much energy on the sentries. We're going to, yeah, nicely done. We pull the zealots away. I think we really want to get rid of this medevac before Widowmines actually get in range to protect it. Maybe he should have gone for it. Maybe a little bit shy by Showtime to actually not go for the Liberator. Come on, kill it. A bit shy again. Now the Widowmines are going to burrow below the Liberator, making this position locked. Basically, it's going to be very difficult for Showtime to actually get rid of this Liberator. And yeah, Maru is going to pounce on the Stalkers. Very good move. That was a bit of a mistake by Showtime. He definitely should have sniped the Liberator earlier. It was a bit shy, perhaps, but easier said than done, especially when you're under such pressure. Now we're going to have a force field. We trap a bunch of units. We pull the zealots away. Very well done. We recharge the sentry as well. Nice set of force field by Showtime. Who's going to trap a bunch of units again. We need to get rid of this Liberator again. Ah, man, this Liberator is doing so much work at zoning the army. Pull the probes away. We have the Immortal is going to be targeted. The units are so bruised on Maru's side, but you know the bio is holding strong. This Liberator is very annoying still. The third Nexus is going to go down, which means we reduce a lot of the income of the Protoss. But then again, Maru is on 23 SCVs. He's gonna go broke, man. So he needs to do something about it rapidly. Come on, blink on the Lib. Get rid of this fucker. Finally, we get rid of the Liberator. Finally. And we pull every single probe. The Nexus goes down, and Bio's barely gonna be able to escape. Maybe we can blink on top of a bruised medevac. Maybe snipe one of them. Too close, too close. But the thing is, despite having twice the amount of workers that Maru has, Showtime has no Nexus to mine from. There's only the main base. You don't really want a long distance mine, so we're gonna pull all the probes and try to counterattack. Go for one last ditch effort. It's gonna line up perfectly with +2. Finishing, we have Showtime actually going across the map and trying to go for it. We have Guardian Shield there, you have it. Nice force field to trap the bio. We pull the probes away because he saw the Widowmine, and we lose one Stalker only to the Widowmine. The probes are holding strong. The probe are actually connecting with the bio. Nice target fire on the Stalkers by Maru. There's so few units left on both sides, but is it a little too close for comfort for Showtime? We target the sentry again. I don't know if he targeted, but just a little too few units despite having some pretty good upgrades. The bio is holding strong, and then we have basically nothing left for Showtime. What a fucking close call, man. That was so close. I'm swearing even. I mean, I'm French, so we swear a lot here. Try to snipe one little Marauder and we go away. We have once again, very low eco game, so Stalkers are super useful, especially with +2 attack. We're able to pick off some nice units here and there, but honestly, we have a Terran on 2 bases, spamming mules, of course, as you do. The very hardworking yellow dudes over here, breaking a lot of money in the bank. We have no Nexus to fall back onto, so yeah, all we can do is just pick off some units with our Stalkers, but it's just not going to be enough, and GG is called. So yeah, if you like this kind of video, I'm gonna make more of them. If you think it's terrible, then tell me also so I can maybe do something else. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you around.